Here we are again. We're going live yet again. It's quite enjoyable, these lives. I get quite a lot out of it. So let's just wait until a few people get in here. Get in here. Get in here, you little buggers. See where you're at. I don't know why I'm talking like a pirate. Get yourself up into my quarters. Yeah, we're back yet again with the Renegade Master. Hello, here we are. Here comes the rabble. When are you getting a saltwater aquarium? What saltwater aquarium? From New Zealand. Hello from New Zealand. Where's everybody from? What's your social security? Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's actually good evening where I am. It's 1909. Picking up some nines, could be a Virgo. Hi from USA. Anybody from the UK? So I actually smoke cigarettes during this session. So hopefully none of you are trying to quit, because it might wind you up. On Monday, there's a chance of rain. What do you know? It's raining in the UK. Gemini crisps. You're right. UK social security is 00000. Thank you. Hey from Australia. You're right up there in Australia. Texas, yeah. How did you know I was going to do that one? You must be psychic. I smoke pot. You must be from America. I think loads of people smoke weed, right? I don't drink or smoke or do anything. I just Diet Pepsi, coffee and cigarettes is my game. I want to know how to get in Earth past the guards at the cave. What cave? The man cave. So yeah, you can follow the link there. Look, the Nightbot gives you access to me WhatsApp, me Messenger, me Facebook, me everything. To order readings, I've just had someone booking a reading for tomorrow, which is a one-on-one call. It's raining last 24 hours in Ireland. Yeah, you're up there in Ireland. How to get on, I tell you what to do with you. In Ireland, eh? Yeah, it's been raining here a lot as well. Raining cats and dogs is what we say. TikTok live videos too. I don't really do TikTok, to be fair. He's got too many ticks and too many talks. Takes too much time and he can't earn no money. It's a bit not like you can on YouTube anyway. Where am I from? I don't know if any of you have heard Cambridge of Cambridge. Cambridge of Cambridge. So I'm in the UK, in Cambridgeshire. London is the capital city. Well, don't know. Maybe not. London, yeah. I think Cambridge is the third or fourth biggest city. And I'm on the outskirts, where it's really quiet. Smash it on TikTok. I have got a TikTok, but Belgium. Oh, wait, from Belgium. Wow. Yeah, I've never really been a TikTok person. You can't earn no money or anything on TikTok. It's all, I think you have to have like 1 million views to have to earn 1 pence. Like, fuck that. I think we had some good earnings last night. There was quite a few of you were donating for questions or whatnot. Blah, blah. I just started something new and I'm getting so much synchronicities with this individual and I need to know if they are signs of positivity or warning, even though I think I know the answer. Well, why are you fearing straight away? You fear straight away, right? Because you want to know an answer. Don't worry about it. Go straight into it. Well, it depends. If he's a fucking psychopath, then don't. But right, you can't deny the fact that you got a connection with someone, right? There's no point thinking, well, I've got a really strong connection. Should I go for it or not? Because you're lying to yourself, and you're more than likely going to. So, are you in a year 2 TT Zub 5X0496B? The fact that I'm using the work, I think I'm Gemini, is funny because usually I know when it's intuitive. Well, Geminis are attracted to pretty much like what I have in my chart, right? I have Gemini, Moon, and Mars, and seprophilia of like emotional intelligence. And Geminis are very attractive to like knowledge and wisdom and like, oh, I want to know more. Geminis love that energy, but they can also be very prone to going back to feeling what's safe. And kind of like forgive and forget, and I'm forgiving and I'll forget all of this and go back into something that's quite, right? Because you can represent like the love and the lust energy, right? Lustful thinking and whatnot. So last night when we were live, I picked up on, which was the 22nd of November, I picked up on 222222 because it was 22 minutes past 10 on my Doofer Daffer. So, yeah, I've been picking up a lot of twos just lately. So, as far as I know, my soulmate is being prepared for me to meet them at some point. I love air signs. Yeah. Yeah, what do I have? I have Aquarius and Venus and Mercury. Gemini, Moon, Mars, and 7th house, cusp Taurus. But 7th house, which is my relationship kind of 7th house. But it's really the Mars and the Moon placement. I like Gemini Mars placements. Like for me, when it comes to conversations, if it isn't anything really deep that's involving people's emotional values and stuff and dealing with people, kind of lose interest quite quickly if it's not emotionally intelligent of dealing with like people's emotions and stuff. Like that's where I excel. If it's normally about football and generic boring shit, I lose interest quite quickly. And then I start yawning, my ADD kicks in and I've lost concentration. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, oh my word, it's someone with my ex's name. Emily. I'm triggered. No, you're right, Emily. How are you doing? Taurus Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Scorpio Rising. So apparently, really good energies that could align with me is Cancer. Is the number one. Is the number one contender. Is a Cancerian, Life Path 7, Aquarius energy. Because it kind of matches my mercurial energy and my outgoing and having a laugh sort of stuff. So sort of like Cancer is a good pretender. Aquarius, possibilities of like maybe Sag, Taurus, Gemini-ish. But the thing is that every time, because I have connected with a lot of Geminis in the past, and a lot of the Geminis, well, 3 times I think, every Gemini that I've ever contacted with, I've had a very strong connection with, but they've always buggered off to their exes. They always run off to what's safe instead of Like, oh no, I need to find out. I must go back to what isn't working to remain loyal to what doesn't work. I'm like, okay, Gemini, off you go. I need to stay put in this energy of figuring out what love is, and loyalty. Going on with my name is Robert. Robert. Going on with my name is Robert. Okay, I think you've repeated that a couple of times there. Did you want a question? Absolutely love your videos. They are always spot on. Wish you would post more videos for Taurus. Okay, so I will, right? So let me give you, while you're on here, I'll tell you what's going on with me, right? I have chronic ADHD and I get chronic fatigue because I do also have sleep apnea, but I have got that sorted out because this is the weird bit, right? I sleep in my car. I have a very nice, expensive car. That doesn't matter, but it's not like a pile of shit and I'm cold and whatnot. So I actually sleep in my car because I sleep upright and I can't fall left or right or forward or backwards, and I get a really good night's sleep, and it is the only method that I've found that can stop my sleep apnea because I'm more concerned about I'm more concerned about me dying because of sleep apnea, because you can. And I physically choke to fucking death with sleep apnea. So I ain't doing that anymore. No one's helping me. No one can. I've tried everything. The only thing that ever works is by sleeping upright. If I sleep in a recliner in the house, I'm more than likely to just get up out of it and sleep in my bed and wake up with panic and fucking headaches and feeling terrible and choking and God knows what else. I can't be doing with that. So it's the only thing that works. So I've got that under control. But I do suffer from chronic fatigue of my ADHD. So I am on the list of getting medication, and that should be soon because I'm on the list for titration, and that shouldn't take much longer. As soon as I get that medication, it should stabilize my energy to not give so much fatigue. And when it doesn't, I will. Trust me, in my year 3 is when things are really going to pick up, right? So I will be able to get much more work done. But at the moment, I regulate my energy around my work. Well, my work around my energy. If I'm feeling really like I haven't got much oomph and much go, I have to wait for that to build up so I can do some work. It's shit, but it's fortunate enough the fact that I can do that and I'm in a position to do that. So I don't force myself to push it when I know that my ADD is saying, Come to New Zealand. Yeah. I'm not moving from the UK. Like, if I ever meet anyone there, they've got to either 1, be in the UK, or 2, not have any ties where they can move. Because I've had so many connections with people or whatnot over in different countries, and I do not plan to leave the UK. I am a patriot and I love the UK. No matter how shit it is at the moment, I have no desires at all to exactly to leave. And I have everything here, man. I have a really nice house. I have a great job. I have a great car. I live in a great town. It's not dramatic. There's no drama. There's no drugs. There's no, well, there is, but not like it used to be. There's no danger. There's no stress. There's no fucking, right? And I wouldn't want to give all of that up to start somewhere new at my age. But yeah, hopefully I should meet someone between now and to year 3. My most prominent part of year 3 is going to be March the 8th till May. Between March and May is going to be the most, the better time. No, I'm not doing deceased loved ones at the minute. I ain't got the energy. So what we are kind of doing, if people want to leave donations and ask questions, then we're up for that. Or I can answer free questions of... Oh, there we go. So I meant to say my name is Roberta, and I'd like to know what's going on with my son with a Gemini. Well, I'm going to need to know your son's name and the person's name. Like, I always think about this, like, when people are asking questions, right? I need names in order to be able to call them out, in order to figure out who they are. Right? Yeah, so I am going to need his name. Val. I actually really don't like doing this with kids. How old is he? How old is he? Because some of it might be private. Can I ask how old he is before I agree to do that? Val, yeah. But if he's like 16 or something, man, he's going for his teens. He probably doesn't want anyone to know what he's doing. He's going for his teens. What's going on with Val? What's going on with Val? 18, yeah. He's going through his teens. He's probably struggling a little bit here with arguments. This is being forced to learn something that he doesn't want to. Right. So if there are a lot of arguments, it's disagreements against belief. Especially if someone's got Scorpio or Life Path 4 in their chart. This is opposite. Completely opposite. Hey Laura, how you doing? Long time no see. Up there in Manchester. How are you getting on? You alright? Yeah, this is disagreements. This is fighting against traditional belief. I don't believe in what other people believe in. I believe in my own path, and I'm going to do my own thing. And if anyone stands in my way, you can pretty much fuck off. It's pretty much his aspect of life. Could be going through a love life here. Let's see. Val. Yeah, he's going through a spiritual connection. He's going through the twin flame shit. He's going through abandonment issues. Here, he's looping. Okay, he's looping through his life of... Well, I wouldn't say that he's married because he's 18. So, well, it could be, but this is like separation. Going through spiritual warfare of spirit kind of trying to, not force him, but for him to learn his own path. Like, spiritually, we all have our own paths, regardless of whether they're our children or who they are. They have their own path. So spirit takes care of them, of what they're supposed to be doing. So at the moment, he's learning the looping energy of abandonment. Okay, it's looping and circling and spiraling. It's also grieving the loss here. Let's see. So what's the Five of Swords about for Val? Yeah, there's a lot of stress and worry. Are you arguing? Are you guys arguing? Because if you are, and he's 18, I would try to back off a little here. Because the more you ask, the more he's going to fight. He doesn't want to know here. He's trying to cut it off. Okay, but this is someone that's forcing to know, to keep asking questions that to him is personal. Someone must have like a Taurus and a Scorpio kind of vibe here. Laura, you've just joined again. Where did you go? Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Two. He's fighting against traditional beliefs here. Temperance. Because this is a major Arcana 5. Like, he's got a lot of abandonment issues to go through in his life here. He's going through a spiritual awakening, or an awakening, or rude and awakening. What is the Judgment card for? Page of Pentacles and the Chariot. If someone passed in his life of cancer, and also be very careful of car accident here. Not saying it's going to be, but it's why I don't like doing things, but this card means hospitals, death, under the influence, like everything else, and this is guidance, but this is a car, right? But because he's got this, it can mean trying to pay off debt or buy a new car. But it's also a sign of just be careful around motor cars, vehicles. Hello everyone, sorry I'm kind of how you doing? Yes, I lost all my money. What? Data, you know me, and technology management to recover. Oh, Gemini now, and I don't know what I'm doing, Steve. What are you doing, Laura? You need a decent mush in your life, bruv. Some of you women make me laugh, man. You don't need decent, stable men in your life in order to, I don't know. What's the Five of Cups? Hello. Five of... Yeah. This Val person that asked for the reading for the child, he's going through a lot of abandonment issues. Okay. A lot of abandonment issues. But whoever this energy is here, because this can mean mother, right? Mother. And when you're going through your teens, if your mum keeps asking you things and you keep arguing, I can tell you from remembering being an 18-year-old guy, and still now, if I don't want to talk, I won't. Right? If someone asks me questions that I don't want to answer, they won't get the best response because I don't want to talk. And the more people force me to, the more I won't. Right? And that can be this energy here. Right. Who was next on the chopping board list of who paid what and when? What's that? You telling me not worth this risk? Fucking hell. Are you another batshit crazy female, Laura? There's too many of them in the world. There's only stable UK females out there. Have you ever noticed this, right? It is a little bit of a strange statistic, right? A little bit of a strange statistic. I barely ever get any men clients, right? Barely ever get any men clients. But I get a shitload of females. A shitload of females. All with traumatized energy. All with traumatized past. Right. Like, I barely ever get, like, men of, like, I really need support because, like, I can't handle what the woman's doing. You know, we normally just fuck them off and move on. Right, second donation. My name is Tess. Gemini, my mum Kimberly is Scorpio. Her health is leading to her possibly not being here much longer. Can you read this energy for me? Oh no. I'm worried about, oh no, I hate doing these. You can't put that burden on me if someone is really ill. Let's see. So my name's Tess, Gemini, mum is Kimberly. So can you tell me the progression of Kimberly's illness, please? Show me the progression of Kimberly's illness. Yeah. Recovery. This is good news about a healing energy of recovery with the Temperance card. So she pretty much recovers. Virgo energy is more of like, we don't quite know yet. We haven't really found out yet. The Tower can be an energy of electric therapy or, cancer sort of stuff or whatever therapy, because it can be known as like radio wave therapy, right? So whatever it is, it can mean therapy. And then what you get is like the family are all on edge. Nobody really knows what's going on. Children, say, i.e. you, don't really know what's going on, and we're looking for answers, doctors, hospitals, and, we're worried and whatnot. And we're stressed out slightly here, and we don't quite know. And then you get the Tower of like, right, something's now happening, but you get good news. Like, this is like being able to rebuild my energy now, right? So it's like she recovers, having like a Tower moment of energy loss, right? It's like a battery being drained, no energy. But now I can start recovering, 3 of Cups. And then the good energy is Temperance, which does mean recovering energy and healing. And now I'm stable, right? Ace of Pentacles has just been, I'm able to hold myself up, right? So steady hand and blah, blah, blah. So steady as we go, one step as we go, building my energy back up, becoming stronger each day until I'm stable. Okay. You're lucky I did that one because I normally say no. It's for me to be prepared for him. Yeah. No worries. There you go. There's your answer. So did we have another one? Let's read a few chat comments while we're here. Sending you and fam. Please help me. My name is Laken. Taurus, born March 17th. I've been in a 5-year relationship with James. He is a Virgo, born September 7th. What does our future hold for us? Well, I mean, if you're asking that I really need help, then obviously it's not really that good, right? So if it's really not that good, then what's happened? Like, okay, again, let me ask everybody, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you feel like when you've been abandoned and ghosted and you've split up? How do you feel on a stage of 1 to 10? You feel a 10. Angry. Yeah. So 10. Another 10. So what's that telling you? What's that telling you? 8 from Scotland. See, you Spark Rabbit. Come up here and I'll get a carrot. Yeah, right. Scotland. Oh, yeah. Love Scotland. hurt. I started off great, but things have been so different, and I'm not sure what's going on anymore. So, I'm not kidding you. Like, the answer to everything is abandonment. That is the physical answer of everything. It's abandonment. It's looping, right? If you can't ever be at a stage where you're okay when you're abandoned, if you feel hurt, you're obviously learning abandonment, right? Because you can't learn to drive if you don't drive a car. If you don't get in it and drive, you're never going to learn. So you can't learn abandonment until you're abandoned. If each time you're abandoned and you still feel generally worse and worse and worse, they're trying to teach you abandonment, but you're not getting the lesson because you actually feel abandoned. Until you are abandoned and you don't feel hurt, each time you're going to be going through abandonment looping. This is why everybody progresses on from a relationship to relationship. Don't forget, the majority of you have told me 1,000 times that you're an empath. What is an empath? Over-emotional. Extremely sensitive to energy. So what have I said right from the very beginning? What do these lessons teach us about empaths? They teach you to become an empath. You get degrees of empaths. Very fucking unstable empaths, you need to run a mile. Right? Because they're normally going to bring loads of trauma, loads of PTSD, loads of stress, over-emotional, crying all the time, can't support themselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, I don't want to hurt any of your feelings, but majority of that is you guys. Right? That's why I'm here to help you. Right? But the whole point of this is of empathy, or an empath, is that you have to learn about energy, right? And an energy, when connected to you, that leaves, that's teaching you abandonment. But each time it happens, if you actually feel abandoned each time and you feel generally worse, you haven't learned the lesson of abandonment yet, right? So you have to keep that in mind, right? You have to keep it in mind. So I've been through it. It's incredibly pain. I mean, I don't know how long you guys have followed me, but look, I was right back there years ago, 12 years, my experience of Twat Flames. It's been 12 years cycle. It's been a long time, right? A long time. I was needy and fucking everything, man. I lost my plot, lost the shit. I fucking didn't know my head from my arsehole. I didn't know my own mind. I thought witchcraft was being done on me. I shouted and screamed at the camera. I blamed everyone. I blamed him because I wanted her. And why is she not coming forward? She's my twin flame. I can't believe she hasn't contacted me. You're watching my YouTube channel. I'm going crazy. And she wasn't doing any of it. She's now actually one of my best friends. And we laugh at it. It's like, I wasn't doing any of that, bro. What is the matter with you? Well, nothing. Like, at the time, I was actually going nuts, right? No, I wasn't doing any of that. Don't be daft. Why would it? An awakening brings paranoia. Because your mind is open. You're very sensitive, like extremely sensitive. Right? So anything happens in your life, you can look at it very dramatically and oversensitize it. Right? So spirit is having to give you a load of things in your life to teach you about stable emotions, right? And then I told you before, an emotion doesn't come from your body, it comes from your mind. Your mind is what creates emotions because of the cocktail of drugs that it creates from your mind. Dopamine, cortisol, fucking adrenaline, fucking endorphins, like they all have abilities of creating feelings and emotions and the fight or flight. anxiety, panic, worry, stress, love, So to learn them, you've got to go through them, but realize what they are. It's a part of my mind that creates the feeling. Yeah, I mean, right, I'll go right back to the beginning of time when I used to teach, right? And this was what was on my other channel. You can't see it, right, but I've got a Costa cup here and I'm holding it up, right? So what is that? Inside of here is all of your emotions, right? And you're bottling it up. You're completely bottling up all of your emotions. Now, when we're taught at an early age to bottle up our emotions, what is it that we bottle up that we don't want to feel? Shame, guilt, bad feelings, bad thoughts, ashamed, embarrassed, right? All of these things, all of these nasty little emotions that when we feel them, we're like, oh God, no, I don't want anyone to look at me when I'm crying because I look awful or I feel awful or I feel embarrassed and I feel ashamed and I, feel all of these things. So all of that stuff is what we don't want to feel. So we push it. We suppress that stuff down, right? That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff that you need to get used to, right? Because it's those things that come out when we cry. When we physically cry, is anyone ever heard anyone ever say the term, I don't want to start crying because I'll bring everything up then? Why am I suddenly starting to cry about something that actually isn't there and it just happened a long time ago? Because that's a memory. A memory is released the same time your feelings are released when you cry. You remember stuff from the past. You release it all, right? Because you're feeling very vulnerable. You start crying. And then when you do, you start remembering things, right? All the things that you've been locking away. So your memories are released, your feelings and your emotion are released. And then you feel better and you're like, oh, wow, I feel emotionally drained because I've had a really good old cry. Right? But when you release like that, you have a lot of memories also that come out as well. Things that you forgot about, right? And that's normally what people avoid instead of dealing with it, right? You can't run from a thought or a feeling. It'll always raise its ugly little head at some point. And the more you deal with those energies now are going to prepare you for the future of when you meet someone, because when you meet someone, you actually don't want to be an emotional wreck, do you? Right? Because 9 times out of 10, when I meet females, they're like, oh my God, my fucking life is traumatic. I've got so much going on in my life. I don't trust men. All men are the same. They'll all do it. Well, I mean, it takes a big person to also to admit their own defeats. Like when I was going through my abandonment stuff with my ex, I had to realize, actually, yeah, you're right. It was my fault. I did create that. That was me. Yeah, it was me. Happy I got you live. You, sir, are incredibly gifted. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the donational gift as well. Thank you very much. And you're welcome. Thank you. I did 2 donations. Can I get another question? It'll be short. Sure. Let me know your name and whatever it is. Steve, what you're saying is so true. I am going to join your channel. Thank you. What a powerful message. Then I was so afraid to put myself out to love. There you go. You can't be afraid of love. You can't be afraid of it, man. What are you afraid of? Because if you are, you're afraid of your own feelings. It's a projection of your own thought. Yeah, you're kidding me, aren't you? You want to pay a fiver for a few month reading? um, right, so the first one was, can you tell me about what? Renee, Pisces, and I. Yeah, but who is I? I don't know who I is. Marie? Marie. Between Rennie and Marie. Between Rennie and Marie. Between Rennie and Marie. Ten of Pentacles. Union, more than likely. An apology or talking. The Sun, good energy. Don't know. I don't know. It's like the energy's there, but it doesn't look like the person's there. It's like thinking, and there's good energy, but there's also weird energy because this is single, and this is like a karmic energy, but nothing really happening. Just waiting for union, but without speaking. My name is Tess. Oh, okay. But my middle name was supposed to be Marie. Okay. Don't forget, guys, if you're asking me questions, I need names. I can't just say, how does a Pisces feel about Tess? Like, so Tess, and what was his name again? Oh, man. Tess Gemini. To Renee, that's it. Tess and Renee. Tess and Renee. Between Tess and Renee. Nine of Swords. Worry. Possible communication. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is sex. This is like happiness, maybe talking, working on something, maybe going on at work. Yeah, what you guys have to realise, right, when I'm looking at my screen, I'm looking at a very narrow box, right? And I'm having loads of people commenting all at once. And I have to flick through and try to see it, and it drives my ADHD mental. So this is probably a good idea. So, Tess, do you want to tell me a little about your situation? Because I'm much better at helping people out of situations when I know, instead of just saying, okay, can you tell me what's going on with you? Like, I don't know why it is that people that ask questions, they feel that it's best to let a reader not know anything about them. That isn't really the best way to go. It's, okay, what is going on with you? What is wrong? And let me know. I've had so many times where I'm like, well, I can't really see anything wrong. And they're like, well, nothing actually is wrong. And I'm like, well, why the fuck did you want a reading for? Right? Or like, oh, I forgot to let you know the main thing is the fact that I haven't spoke to the person in 7 years. And I'm like, well, what? Did you not think that that was really important to tell me at the beginning? Right? So, like, every time anybody really has a reading from me, you'll know that I say, okay, I need to know some details. When was the last time you spoke? Have you split up? How many times have you split up? Have you ever split up? Do you have children together? Like, yeah, so important. So we met in college. There you go, because I did pick up school or college. That's important. So because you've told me now, right, I can see. So we didn't mean to meet, but we introduced to each other. I just got out of a karmic relationship cycle with a Pisces about a few weeks before I met him. Okay. So I put boundaries and told him I wanted to take it slow because he told me he had feelings for me and he's listened to every boundary. I put these in a major age gap though I'm 24, he's 40. Yeah, that's all right. I was, it was about the same age when I met my ex. I think I was 40 and she was, she was, there was 20 years difference between me and my ex. I was saying this yesterday, and it's funny that you've come up. A lot of younger females, obviously we're talking about like within age, but they can be very much attracted to older guys, because older guys are supposed to be more emotionally mature, finished with all the games and the clubbing and the fucking messing about and all that. So older guys like myself, we're matured and we know what we want, and we're not thinking about other women and third party relationships and going out all the nights and, you know, all this sort of stuff. We're at the age of where we're like, I just want a general, nice, loving relationship, settle down and just do that. Like, guys at that kind of age is what they're looking for. And grown up, younger females can see that as slightly attractive because they don't want all of the teenage fucking rampage bollocks fucking, you know, oh, I'm a teenager and I'm going to go out and, you know, I'm just discovering women. That's what a lot of teenage kids, guys, are about. You know, I want to go out and experience different women. I don't really want to commit to one person. And, you know, older guys are not like that. Shouldn't be anyway. If you do meet one like that, then they're a player. And he's listened to me. So, well, I don't see the problem. Yeah, I mean, so like, everything's good there. Everything's good. I mean, it's just down to you, really. You know, I'm realising he is exactly what you're saying, yeah. Like, when I met my ex, which was Emily, she was 27, and I was 40, I think, because there was a 20-year gap, so whatever that is. And her parents were like, well, that's okay if that's what you want. And my mum was like, well, I don't really mind as long as you guys are all right with it. We had a few strange looks when we were out, but I don't really care, and she didn't. So, you know, we used to go out hand in hand and do all of the whatnot and stuff, but the problem is my ex-Pisces had children, and it totally ruined my perception on men. Yeah, try not to tarnish the past with the future when you're in a new relationship. With kids, this man, Rennie, has a child, but he's 21 years old. But there's still that baby mama fear that I have. Yeah, try not to fear. Try not to fear, because he sounds like a nice guy, right? He's experienced all that. My advice to you is don't have children, right? Don't have kids. There's plenty of kids in the world now, you know. And I kind of encourage it in a way. If you're a matured younger woman, the best kind of men that you can get is a matured guy, because they're past all of that clubbing stage and all of that shit, right? They don't do all, well, we don't do all of that. We're kind of like, oh, fucking give me Netflix and chill and cuddle up with my partner and watch Netflix and fucking sit there and give you a foot rub as you know. we're down for all of that sort of stuff. So I think it's fine. I think the only thing that's standing in your way, Tess, is yourself, really, is the fear of other people or what it might bring. But you won't know till you see it or till you do it. We just saw each other maybe an hour ago. But what I'm really asking is, I don't know if I should let go of the fear of there being anything to worry about with him and the baby's mama. No. Like I said, when you learn abandonment, right, don't fear that there's going to be abandonment until at least it's happened, right? Because if it's supposed to happen that way, that's a lesson that you're trying to avoid, and it doesn't matter who it's going to be with. It'll be with someone. If you're destined to learn abandonment, it doesn't matter which way you run. You've got to learn it. So it doesn't matter whether it's with Rod, Jane, Zippy, Bungle or Fred. It don't matter, right? It will come in the form of a lesson. You'll just think, oh, right? So obviously be cautious, right? I don't want to be saying to people, just run into anything. You know the guy, right? So take precautions, go into it. I wouldn't advise getting pregnant or anything like that. But that's my advice. Because you'll tie yourself to something of long, long, long term. And if it does go wrong, you'll be like, oh. But yeah, I wouldn't fear anything. Because if you're fearing the process, you could miss out on a really good opportunity. And then you could think, okay, well, I'm judging you. And you don't want to judge people. Right? On the clock is time I was born. Okay. So there you go. There's a sign already, like 1:58. But yeah, I can guarantee you that older guys that have, if they've been and done it, they're more than likely matured, right? The good thing that you've got is that his kids that he's got is older. So he's kind of now experiencing his own life and he's going his own way. So there's not really going to be much obstacles in the fact that he's like, I've got to still raise my child, because his child is of the age of now learning himself and not really needing much input from his family. So, the guy has had children at the right sort of time and he's more than likely feeling now of moving on. He actually has a vasectomy. What is that? Where he's had the snip? Sorry for the term, but I know in my life plan is to have my own child. That's okay. Something I want and I need, and he's been willing to consider having more. Okay, if that is what you want to do, then females are made to need. I'm not putting you in a bracket, but because of the female's body clock, right? The reason why females can be in such a rush to meet someone is because their natural body clock tells them you're running out of time to have children because of the way your body works. Your body is prepared to have kids. So your body makes you prepared for children because you have, you come on and, you produce eggs and everything else, right? So you're fertile. So your body naturally tells you, right, I need to find a guy quick because I'm running out of time, because by the time I'm like, I don't know, 35-ish, my eggs are not going to be as safe as they used to be. And so your body naturally tells you that you need to find someone stable in life to have a child. That's the way it kind of works, really. And that is also the way things don't really turn out very well, because some people can really follow their body clock and they rush into things and they want children really fast, and then they regret it later and they think, well, I've had great kids, but, I ended up fucking having children with a narcissist and he's fucking persecuting me because of my children and he won't leave me alone and stuff. I don't want to put you off, but I'm just saying don't rush into having kids, right? You've got plenty of time there. Make sure that you're with the person for quite a few years first before you go having children. Yeah, so everything's good. Get a large dog. Yeah, that's what my dad used to say. Boy, don't have children, buy a dog. Yeah, I love kids. I get on really well with kids. I used to work with them. I used to work with kids. They love me. They love kicking me in the shins and shit. If they're normally about 5 years old, I normally look at them and say, oi, when are you going to get a job and grow up and move out? Because you need to start bucking your ideas up. And they normally look at me and go, but I'm 5. Shut up. That amazes me. Listen, 5-year-old, you need to start thinking about mortgages and when you're going to move out and start paying tax. They get very confused when you talk to a very young child like that. They're like, hold on a minute, mister. I'm too young for all that. What are you talking about? They normally look at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, at my age, I'm 49 now, so I won't want my own children. I don't mind if someone's got kids, but I don't really want them myself. Yeah, give them back. There you go. Yeah, give them back. So did someone else ask a question there that has I've missed a lot of the people in the chat there. Power of P, is it? The Power of P. I'm Pisces, married to Gemini. My name is Lincoln. His is Johnny, 16 years, married. Oh, well. Anyway, is my husband hiding anything? Am I overthinking? Quite possible. No kids, 2 dogs. Well, what makes you think that? Because you've been watching tarot? Because that's quite easy to do that, because the majority of tarot talks about third parties. Right, that's what it's there for, is to guide people out of that. So who asked that question? Joh, is it? Yeah. Johnny. Johnny. Was that? No. I also read cards. I have since a very young girl. But I add some details above. I wouldn't advise reading cards for oneself. Right. Lincoln. President Lincoln. So what's going on with Johnny and Lincoln? Johnny and Lincoln. Nothing. Having arguments. Well, like I said, I can't never prove a third party. I can't never prove it, because this is saying we're arguing, right? Possibly arguing about there being 2 females here, but we're arguing. It doesn't say there is. It just says we're arguing because of this other woman. But if you don't know there is, are you arguing because you think there is, and that's why you're arguing, and he's saying no? Or because, like I said, you could inadvertently be causing the arguments because you think there is. Like, tarot can't never give you a direct answer of yes or no. It can guide you that way, but it can't answer what it is that you want to know. Right? Because that's not me doing my job properly. If I was to say, yep, there's another woman in here, that could just be a part of your chart. That could be his mother. Right? I know that it's saying that there are disagreements from a woman and a guy, which is you and him, about this female here. But it's not telling me, yes, this 100% is another female, and should I be worried that there's another female? There is one, I just don't know who that is. We are arguing because of the amount of volleyball in the time he plays. And what I really would like to know, as much as I don't want to admit it, is he gay? I don't know. I mean, this is lesbians. Fucking hell, you're asking some questions here. Like, tell me about Johnny. Johnny. Tell me about Johnny. No, not necessarily. No, you're coming up as a counterpart, the king and the queen. There isn't two men here. There's sort of distant energy of like someone refusing to listen. It's like, listen, I keep telling you no, but you're not listening. Why are you so stubborn that you can't accept what I'm trying to tell you? You're not listening. You're just looking at tarot card readings, trying to figure out whether I'm gay, and I keep telling you the truth, but you're not prepared to accept it. You keep looking for an answer, but I've possibly already told you. You're not listening. I care about you. I love you. We're more than likely got children. Okay, we're moving into the future as a man and a woman, the king and the queen of swords. Right? But this is definitely someone that keeps looking and looking and looking for answers at someone. This is my sitting in front of the television watching, well, me, Pisces, 3 of Cups and a Scorpio. But I'm not interested in what you've got to offer me. I don't care. I'm not listening. Okay, this is more intriguing than what you're telling me. Right? I don't think you're telling me the truth. I'm not prepared to listen. Right? But what it's saying is listen. Listen. Right? Listen to what I'm telling you. Right? So, as for being feminine, masculine, yeah, I mean, trust me, a lot of the times, you know, like I'm a masculine, right? But I'm very balanced, me. I'm kind of both. Very feminine, but I'm also very masculine at the same time. I kind of got that chart that balances everything itself out. But I don't like really extremely masculine women. Like, I don't, because right, I don't like demanding. I don't like being told, and I don't like being demanded. But that's because I have 4 placements of Scorpio. Right, I don't like know-it-alls. I don't like people that tell me, listen, you're saying or doing or not listening, or you should be a fuck off. Really not interested. Right, but this is someone that's also refusing to listen to what's being told. Well, what's being offered to them is an ace, basically. Right? An Ace of Cups. So I keep trying to tell you, hello, why are you not listening? Right? And you got 2 air signs, and air signs can represent Libra, which means truth. Keep telling you the truth, Ruth. Okay. I am a Pisces sun. Well, stop being, I'm a Pisces sun, and a Gemini moon, and a Scorpio ascendant. I got the same. Right, calm yourself. Right, fish. You got exactly the same as me. So you're Pisces sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio ascendant. Hey, you got a Scorpio north node as well. Leo ascendant. Oh, yeah. Can't tell you that, Yin Min. You haven't learnt about abandonment, unfortunately. Thank you, the power of P. Yeah, it doesn't seem to me that he is. You know, you come up as a king and the queen of swords. So it's kind of like trying to tell you the truth, but you're not listening. I know what it's like with your chart because it's me as well. Right? I don't know what else is in your chart that makes you. It could be the degrees, but for me, I'm quite well balanced. Like I'll just let people get on with whatever they want to do or whoever they are. You know, I put it this way: I've never accused any person that I've ever been with of cheating or lying. Never, ever, ever, ever have I ever done that, and I never will, because I don't believe in not trusting someone until they've given me something to not trust them about, right? Somebody has to give me a reason to not trust them by me finding something out before I accuse them of something that I don't know. Because I don't like accusing people of things they haven't done. And it's a very big rule of mine. Okay, I will never accuse you of something unless I know for a fact, and I've seen you doing it with my own eyes to know that you are what I'm saying. I have to back it up with the truth because I have Libra Vedic rising. So I have to know. For me, I've got to know the truth. I can't accuse someone of something that I think that they might have done, because that means that I'm possibly lost my fucking mind, and that means that I could be gaslighting someone to the point of something that they've not done, and I don't like gaslighting. But my thoughts times. Yeah, well, I mean, put it this way, right? My brother was an Aries, and he was very feminine, and everybody used to think that he was gay, but he didn't have one gay bone in his body. He didn't like men; he liked women. But everybody thought that he was because he was very feminine and he spoke quite camp. But no, he wasn't gay. You got to know the truth, yeah. No, for me, I just let it go. I'm like, nah, I'm not chasing a thought. Excuse me. Yeah, my father was an Aries. My brother was an Aries. My dad was a strict Aries, and my brother was a very soft one. I think my dad must have had a lot of Scorpio, Aries, sort of Leo-y energy. Yeah, but I pretty much lost everybody before anybody knew that I could do what I did, really. For me, as for my in your chart being similar, that makes sense. I become a member recently to your channel. When I found you, once I came across your video, first time I admired your personality. Thank you, I really appreciate it. The thought process, less words, but thanks again. Yeah, no worries, thank you. Yeah, it's just about balance, really, because for me, right, I always believe in treat people how you want to be treated, right? Would I want to be accused of something that I haven't done? Because I don't like that. That's one of my pet hates. If somebody is trying to accuse me of something I haven't done, I personally really fucking hate that. I really do. And because I hate it that much, it makes me think, well, I don't want to go doing that to someone because I don't like that. So why on earth would I want to do that to someone? Because I don't like personal questions, I have a like Scorpio. Right? Don't, right? So I'm not going to go and do that to someone because I don't like that happening to me. So it's the way I see it. Um, So, did anybody else pay for a question? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've been listening to gossip just lately at the... Feel like crying, backs against the wall. I'm the same, Steve. If I would like it, why give it? Exactly. And if I think people are shady or devious, I just don't have anything to do with them. Like, I don't. Like, my friend group is very small. It's very small. Because I bounce off people, and if I can't bounce off you, I can't really have a real long discussion. If I can't have a laugh with someone and they're too serious, oh God, I've got to. I like being silly and stupid. Like, that's me. I always laugh a lot of things off me. I always find things really funny. Like, really funny. See, look, there's my best mate. Look, what's he done? Shared a reel. This is my best mate, Michael. What's he said?
You're a fat cunt because you eat too much, I'm assuming. No, you're a fat cunt because you eat too much, I'm assuming. You're a fat cunt because you eat too much.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. I was just talking about him and he sends this. So, this is my sort of humour. Ricky Gervais.
Right, okay. Could you tell us some of the dangers of alcohol? Yeah, there's
loads. I love Ricky Gervais. But we've got this thing, right? Oh, man. Me and him, right, we have this way of, like, we'll get a concept of something and we'll run with it, right? And we'll make a skit out of it. And we like, you know how people act like that? That is what we do. And like, we'll sit there at the pub and everybody thinks that we're like gay. Because they're like, oh, where's your boyfriend? Every time you come up here, you have to get Steve to come up. And every time I go up there, he'll appear, right? So we'll sit there and we'll have these comedy sessions around where something will happen and we'll run with it as a skit, as if we're acting it out. And we'll start acting out these skits. And he's like, bruv, we need to put this on TikTok. And like, we need to make a YouTube channel out of it. And I think it was about food. And I was saying, I forget what the hell it was now, but it was something about, like, well, if you don't eat, you're not hungry, are you? Well, if you're not hungry, you're thin, aren't you? What? I don't know. And we were going off about this fucking food thing. And he normally goes home and he tells his girlfriend, and she's like, what? I don't get it. And she went, oh, yeah. It's just fucking funny. Holy shit, Laura, what are you doing spending 10 quid, bruv? You just told me that you had problems with money and you're sending £10. What's your fault? What's wrong? What are you doing? You having an ADD moment? You need to spend that money on your 3 little kids. He is funny, Ricky Gervais. It makes me laugh, man. He is. Thank you very much for the $2 at Ian. You don't have money problems. Oh, you just had technology problems. Oh, that was it. Sorry, I probably dumbed you down there as if to say, like, course you got money problems. Sorry. Yeah, mine too, Veronica. It's to be fair, I've had a good couple of days, and to be fair, doing these live chats actually make my ADHD better, because I'd normally be sitting here at Harper State feeling extremely tired and fatigued and can't be bothered, but when I do these, I seem to have quite a bit of energy, so it's quite good. I can't remember. I did until I kicked him out. Yeah. He found anyone new, Laura? Yeah. I've just got her. He's fucking sending me loads of shit. So true. They are. That's another saying. They are. That's what you got. Off you go. See you later. Off you go. They are.
Children? Sorry, no. Don't care about children policy then? Not at the moment. I've got bigger problems. I do bigger problems exist than the desperate poverty of a child. Sorry, I thought me saying I was busy was enough. What's the guilt tripping? And don't give me this altruism shit. You're not a volunteer. Everyone knows you're getting paid. You don't give a fuck about the charity or poverty-stricken kids. You want money. I'd effectively be paying your wages, you wiry little twat.
You wiry little twat.
4 eyes.
4 eyes. That is so me. That's why you sent me it. Yeah, I'll do you a question. Yeah, what is your question? But that's why you're sending me that, because that is so me. That is something that I would do. Not give it to a scrounger, but walk up and go, give it to an elderly lady and say, "They are, sweetheart, enjoy, buy yourself some flowers or something." And then to the scrounger, fuck off. Freya, how you doing? Thank you for being new to the channel. We haven't done lives for a while, but we normally have conversations and laughs and donation and questions. So if somebody has left a donation, which I think you did, of $2, yeah, go right ahead and oh no, was it Ian? Who's that? Oh. Did somebody leave a donation of something? Can't stop crying, back against the wall. Oh yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of making me mate laugh because I've started to talk like a pirate. Like, "You right, my lover? Why don't you get yourself up into my quarters? I want a nice fine maiden, and I'm going to come up into my quarters, and I want you up there, and I'm going to have another pint of mead, and I want you up in my quarters too sharp." Ooh, you're a fine filly, you are. Why don't you get yourself up in my quarters? I did that to one of the women in the pub. I smacked her right on her ass. Why don't you get yourself up into my quarters, you fine little filly? It's lucky they know how to take me, because I'd have got slapped for that if they didn't know me. Oh, you bugger. Surprised me, one card pull it. For Lan. Alright, Lan. Let's see. One card pull for Lan. Female. Are you a female? There you go. They are. What's coming up for Lan? Well, a bit of a strange 3-card pull there, really. You got karmic energy in between a female and a male facing different directions. Surprised me, one card pull for Lan. Or was it Ian? Or was it supposed to be Ian or Lan? Lan. Yeah, I thought it was Ian too, or Lan. So Lan, well, you got a female and a male, but the trouble is I read in directional energy. You got like a karmic energy between a male and a female looking in completely different directions. What is the Queen of Pentacles? Family? Holy shit. The fuck? Well, partnership. Hold on a minute. What's going on with this King of Cups then? Single. Chariot. Have you got the choice between two people? Or someone here? Someone that's at a distance, that's single, and then an actual counterpart. Family or mother or father, family. But are you with this person here, but you've got like an ex, or you've got someone else as well that is actually single, but because there's a couple and there's a single person, but there's like a karmic energy in between it. Very important if you're learning to read tarot cards, is look at the direction of the card, right? Which way is it pointed? That's why the kings are always faced forward, right? And that's why the queens are always faced to the side, right? To the side. So yeah, there's a choice to be made. Someone at distance. Okay. King of Cups, travel, single. Or do I stay with a very stable individual? But this can also represent my mother and father. Okay. And I live here, but I want to travel or connect with this person. Kind of both really. Oh, sorry. At Ian and Frey, you've both got the same kind of, well, it looks like a fucking peacock to me. Or a pelican or something. I'm single. Oh, okay. Are you male or female? Never really heard of the name Lan before. I'm a Leo. So if you're single, then this is like parents and stuff, right? And this is someone that you're more than likely could connect with here, because this person's single. It's like they're coming up in your future. The Wheel of Fortune is like a a destiny. There's destiny of a single person, but they're kind of at a distance. The chariot is like, I'll have to travel to meet this person that's single. It's like possibly coming into contact. Got no Leo energy here at all, really. Are you female, Lan? Are you female? Are you attractive? And are you from the UK? Well, I need to kind of clear these cards away, Lan. So, female, you're female, right? Well, because I can look at it a few ways, right? This is, say, parents, right? This is destiny of someone in the future, which is like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo-y kind of ish, but it's single. And this can be like destiny of meeting this person. But because you've got like king, queen, it's an energy of where this person can also inherit these sort of traits as well. Where you meet this person and what divinely you go into like a divine counterpart of a king and a queen of pentacles. It's like stability. So Libra is not even air signs here. So. Yeah. New here, Jennifer. Thank you so much. New here. Sending love. Would love any advice. Montana. So what we do is we do donational questions. I mean, it's good energy, Lan. You got Libra at the bottom there. Libra. Leo. Yeah, you got a bright sort of future there. Possible chance of like meeting someone, like connecting, because justice can be like strong connection, marriage, and it can mean the strongest union of soulmate because it's a major arcana 2. The minor arcana 2 is obviously the 2 of cups, right? But you got a major arcana 2, right? So you got like connection, talking. You got Leo energy there. It's like an energy of needing to go out. 8 of Swords can be like stuck at home or not really going out much. It just needs to go out and, experience and meet up with this person. Right. So, Laura, what was your question, Laura? Laura. Do apologise if I keep snorting and sniffing. It's because my nose stuff is running up. Wow, you're right, Angelic. How you doing? Ciao. Haven't seen or heard of you in a while. Where have you been? What's it like over there in Spain? So, Laura, we're waiting for your question. Okay. Ain't got one. See where it goes. Well, Laura, you're a very lovely individual, very caring and giving, so I really wouldn't see too many problems of a connection if you wanted one. But the last time we spoke, I think you was kind of sort of closed off to it. But let's see, Laura. Ace of Pentacles, traveling, Aries energy. Hangman, Pisces. Three of Pentacles, learning, teaching. Oh, okay. Looking for validation, Laura, possibly. This is like looking, this might be court stuff. Going to court, karmic ex, kind of hiding, staying out of the way. The Hermit. Let's see. What's the Hermit? Slight amount of spiritual stuckness, really. What is the High Priestess? Marriage, children. I think you're still probably going through what you was going through before. This is like marriage, commitment, divorcing, separation, children, third party energy, things being hidden. It's also like hiding and staying out of the way. So like still going through like an X type sort of energy. But you've got people here. This was like appearances of court or child services, social services, children. What's the Queen of Pentacles here for? For Laura. The Truth. Distance. Talking to someone. Libra. This is also like court stuff as well. The Sun. Are you courting someone? Because there is someone like here. The Sun. You got someone out there for you, Laura. I think it's just waiting for you to kind of move on with your past. This person's just waiting in the wings. But it feels like that you've got to overcome the past first. Here. Because these are like children involved, ex involved or something. But yeah, you're on a soulmate journey, but you have to understand your last lesson first. And see it out. Put an ending to it and close the book, close the chapter. Stop dealing with it. Right? Because it feels like this is in reverse. It's like sort of not really looking for any offers or opportunities, but it's kind of there at a distance here. Bit of a strange one, that, Laura. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like a lot of past stuff still. So, does anybody else ask anything? Like, Laura, do you want to ask a question of, like, what are someone's intentions or something? That's normally better. can normally get more accurate answers when it comes to like what is a person's intentions and thoughts and feelings. I can't answer the impossible people like, will I meet a life partner? I can't answer that. That's a yes or a no. That's a yes or a no. Unfortunately, that is what they call a fortune teller. And I'm not a fortune teller. Right. You'd have to have a very in-depth, very long reading. And it would have to involve most of the cards about the future of your life. To give you the possibilities of what you might come up in your life. Come on, Laura. How long have you been watching me? What are the intentions of the new energy watching me? I don't know. What's his name? What is his name? I have to have a name to attach it to. I can't just ask about a thought or a possibility. It's like asking, what is Casper's intentions towards Laura? What, is he a ghost? Like, if people are not donating, I can't answer your questions. It's not freebies. Daniel. Is it Daniel? Alexa, how do you pronounce Daniel?
I pronounce that Daniel, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right. By the way,
Alexa, stop. Daniel, what is Daniel's intentions towards Laura? What is Daniel's intentions towards Laura? He wants to talk to you, but he's not coming forward. Oh, why? Well, there's not many that are in reverse, so. But those few are. Oh, this is what we don't want when we're doing the live. Well, Queen of Swords is like, fuck off, you dickhead. What? I don't give a shit what you want. The answer's fucking no. So you might as well fuck off, right? The Queen of Swords is a female, right? So it has to be you. His intentions are kind of maybe reaching out, but it's in reverse. Even if it was in the upright. Right? It's like just watching from afar. But I mean, where's this person watching you? Like, if it's Facebook, then make it personal. Like, don't post public things. There is a sign at the bottom that says donate. It's got like a little fucking hell. It looks like this. Right. Have to excuse me for blowing my sniffer. Every flipping site going to be. I mean, you females, right? I'm not putting you in a bracket, but when you are extremely attractive females, right, you have to be more cautious because you have a lot of fucking weirdos out there, right? And us men at times do like to have a look at a great looking female. We do. We're born to do that. We do that, right? You come across something like, oh, shit, right? But that's obviously unnerving because that's putting women in a bracket of like, well, is that all you care about? It's just how I look, right? But so you have to be more careful around like sites that you're on. Is I think that Facebook myself, I only really use it to just find the proof of someone that they're a human being and they are who they are. But unfortunately, women these days, if you're putting pictures up of yourself or whatnot, it's a very strong chance that men are going to come across it when it says you might know someone. And you're like, oh. I mean, when I look on Facebook, right, I ain't kidding you, half the women that are on there, they're obviously doing themselves right up with makeup and fucking, they look great and they got low cut tops on and stuff like that. I ain't kidding you, bruv. I probably want to have a gander. Who wouldn't? Right? Right? You got to realise what men are about. That's I mean, I don't go onto their fucking website and start perving over them, but I kind of browse through it and think, oh, fucking hell. I don't know her, but, oh, shit. Right? And then I keep flicking through, but some don't. They actually take it a bit further and they sit there stalking people. You're right, Simon. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. So, yeah, his intentions are to probably talk, but he's getting the impression of fuck off. So. Hey, we have another £5. Thank you very much. What, you from Britain? I'd even look. There you go. I mean, come on, right? Is there any men out there? How many men out there? Simon, you're a guy. Right? If you're floating through Facebook and you see a attractive female, would your eyes wander in that direction? Or would you just keep scrolling? Can you tell me if Lewis and I will become a couple? Helen and Lewis. Helen and Lewis. Helen and Lewis. I can see one of you possibly wanting it, but the other one not mentioning it. Because this is Laura, what are you doing, bruv? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's 20 quid. This is marriage and commitment or a relationship, but this is not asking about it, right? So this is not asking, so it's not confident enough to ask about a commitment or a relationship. And it can be in the aspect of like, well, I want one, but I'm not prepared to ask you. I have traditional values. The man is supposed to ask the female, or, but if no one's asking, no one's really asking. Okay? It's wanting, but not asking. These days, it's quite easy. I mean, it is for me. But, like, these days, it's quite easy for some people because you can text message, oh, I really like you. Right? Don't friend zone it. Right? Like, try not to let the time go too long. Someone that I care about. Someone that I talk about. Let's see. What's the Knight of Swords? Yeah. It's not really indulging in my feelings, like no one's really asking the question. It's fear of being rejected. This here. It's like fear of being left or abandoned or told no. And this is like, I'm going to hold on to my feelings and not make it known, but feel it, but not express it because of confidence and not having the confidence to speak up and actually talk about it because I fear being rejected and abandoned. Now, if you already have asked the question and it's been a no, then it's been a no. Right? You've had your answer, really. But if you haven't asked, no one's asked, this is just fear of the other person's response. What is the Ace of Swords? King of Cups, the Lovers, the Empress. There's a chance there if someone does ask. But again, I need to know your story for it to be more accurate. Because if I don't know your story, this could be a mother. Okay, this could just be a mother and a father. Right. I'm not doing free questions, people. So the person that paid, Helen, do you want to explain a little bit about your situation? And then I can kind of help and guide you a little bit further onto what I see. What's the Page of Wands? What's the Page of Wands? Yeah, there may be a chance of talking or getting back together, maybe. This is a spiritual connection, the Seven of Cups and this is like a wanting to talk about a connection, but pages can still be just thinking energies or text messaging. I kind of think I need to know a little bit more about, have you actually been together? Like, have any of you asked anything? Is there a delay, or has someone asked or not? What's happening? Okay, thank you so much. At the moment, it's an online text message with distance, not actually asked the question yet. There you go. Well, it did express that a lot. It's like no one's really asking the question. But it's quite easy when you're on a message thing. You've just got to not fear, because if it's, well, I fear losing the friendship, right? If you're in that energy, right? I fear the response. What you've got to think is, because if it's like, well, I don't want to lose the friendship, well, it's not really a friendship because you definitely like the other person because you want a relationship. So don't hold on to the aspect of needing to keep the friendship and to needing to keep it going, because then you're in an energy of you're doing yourself an injustice by kidding yourself to think, well, the friendship will do. Well, it won't, because you'll always have those feelings. And the longer you're friends, the worse it will get, because your feelings will get stronger and stronger when really it's not really a friendship. In my eyes, men and women can't really be friends. You can have men and women friends, but is a bit of a tricky situation. Like, if you're single, right, and you're really looking for like a partner, it's a little bit strange having a female friend as such, right? Depends on what you're about, but I'm not really up for like female friends. I'm looking for a partner, so I don't really entertain female friends unless I'm really not into them at all, and then I'm like, no. I don't really mind whether I speak to you or not. Like, I know it might sound harsh, but so my advice would be go for it, right? Ask the question, right? Come across as slightly confident. We've been talking for a little while. I do have to let you know of my intentions. I do like you a little bit more than friends, and I would like to know if you feel the same way, right? And if your response is yes, great. If it's no, I only want to be friends, then you're going to have a choice to make of like, am I okay with that because I have feelings for you? Right? That's the way I'd handle it, is to get it over and done with quite quick instead of dragging it out, right? Don't worry about female asking a male, because that's more attractive than the other way around. Men actually do like being asked out, right? If he's a decent guy, he'll think about your feelings and emotions, and he's not just going to say, I can't believe you would ask me something like that, because if he does, he's not worth being with anyway, right? If a decent guy lets you down, he'll let you down in a gentle way. He won't just fucking be nasty. And if he is nasty, he's obviously not worth being with in the first place, and he's not worth being friends with anyway. So, okay. No, if you're dealing with an avoidant, no. No, that's 100% a no. If you are dealing with an avoidant and you spent loads of times trying, give up. Is there anyone else that is left a donation for message? Hello, how you doing, Elizabeth? Yeah, we're getting through a few messages. I think I got something on here. I don't know what this was. Up you. What are you doing? People send me the most weirdest shit. I'm not interested in women looking like, I need to show you my beauty. Like, I'm not bothered about that. Superficial. I'm sorry. I do get sent some weird shit. Oh, so where is everybody out there? And is I didn't tell you about how my last night went when I finished the chat. Oh my word! Oh, my taxi driving experience was a fucking another one, and that'll go down in history. That will. Honestly, all I want to know is he actually feels anything. Not no D. Not if you're in an avoidant relationship. Let me ask you a question, right? Because, you are on the join button, but this is for donations, right? How do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 if you don't get with this person and they can't give you a relationship and you feel abandoned? How do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 when you're feeling abandoned? So, story time. So, I turn up. This guy wants me to pick him up, and I feel really sorry for him. But I get him up, and he's absolutely wankered. Like, he's absolutely sparkoed, bruv. And he gets in my car, and he's like, "Oh, I've just fucking hit someone, and I knocked him out." And the ambulance turned up, and he's fucking knocked this guy right out. I don't know. I don't think he'll be watching now. But oh man, it is. Oh, I can't really say. I can't really say. But anyway, I did that. That was the story enough. And I get to the other pub to pick up my cousin that is dating a traveller. And she wants to get married to the traveller. And the traveller I've known all my life, right? So we're close friends, but he's a traveller and the whole travelling community. So I turn up at the pub. I'm like, "Cuz, bruv, what's happening?" And they're dancing and they're absolutely wankered, all of them. And then I've got fucking all of these travellers coming up to me. "Right, Steve, hey, bruv, right." And I'm like, "Oh man, what's happening?" Like, "Hey, we all want to lift home." Right. So I've actually got a nice motor. I've got like a Jeep type thing. I've got like a Peugeot 3008. So it's a very large, spacious car, truck thing. And I get my cousin in the front seat. One of the guys' his other girlfriend sitting on her lap in the front. So I've got no room to actually use the gears and shift and whatnot. And then I've got 3 other guys in the back. 4 guys in the back and 1 in the boot. 1 in the boot. Like my boot opened and I didn't know, but it says on my dashboard, "boot open." I'm like, "Why is the boot opening?" "Oh, well, one of the guys is getting in it." I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, I didn't sign up for this. This is highly illegal. If I get caught by the police with someone in my boot, I'll lose my license for the rest of my life. Like, what's going on? So anyway, I've got 1,000 people screaming in my ear hole telling me that we want to go to March, we want to go to a nightclub, we want to go to Cambridge, we want to go here, we want to go there. We want to go home. Don't listen to them, Steve. We're going home. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. And I had that many things, people shouting and screaming at me, that I slammed the brakes on and said, "Right, one of you talk." And don't forget, these are all travellers. And I'm like, "Right, listen, you're going to get out my fucking car in a minute." So Lee's sort of like, "Oh, Steve, I'm so sorry, bruv. Listen, just go blah, blah, blah here." So I've dropped them off. They weren't at me because I didn't pull down a dark driveway. They didn't pay nothing. And then the other 2 are like, "Right, I need to go to my mum." So I've dropped him off at his mum's. 2 got out. And then my cousin and Lee are left. And I'm like, "Right, can you take us home? How much do you want?" Because he said to everybody, "Don't pay anything, I'll cover it." So I'm like, "Okay, all right." So he said, "How much do you want?" Well, I should have charged about 50 quid, but I didn't because it's my cousin. And I said, "Look, 20 quid, that'll do, £20. So my cousin has called me a fucking tight-fisted prick because I was charging them. I said, "Hold on a minute. It's 12 o'clock at night, up as 12 now. If you got a taxi that would probably have cost you £100, you wouldn't have got one that would have taken all of you, so you would have needed 2. If you'd have ordered an Uber, they wouldn't have allowed you to get in their car in the state you're in. So you're lucky I'm picking you up. And you don't even pay 20 quid. So she's moaning. He's like, "Don't worry about it, bruv. It's all right. No, I'll cover it. It's fine." So as we're kind of getting there, he's like, "How much do you want?" I said, 20 quid. He said, "Well, you're maced because I haven't got any money." I said, "You're fucking kidding me." "Don't worry. I'll give you it. We'll give you it. Fucking, why would we not give you it?" So he said, "Look, tomorrow, give you £25. Have I heard anything? No. Nothing. Nothing. So I'll get it, but I did all of that and risked my driving licence and I didn't get anything. So I said, "You know what? The next time you ring me, I ain't picking it up. Guarantee you I won't pick it up." And then as I'm dropping them off, I get another phone call. "Billy boy, we need to go to Cambridge." I'm like, "I'm not driving to Cambridge." And then my cousin is starting to hit the red button on my car to hang the phone up. He's getting annoyed. He's ringing back. She hangs it up. He rings back. She hangs it up. He rings up. And then he's like, don't keep hanging up on me. Well, because I'm going to have to shout. And I said, it ain't me doing it. It's my beep. I'm like, oh. What does traveller mean? Gypsy. A gypsy. Traveller, like, always fighting. like you know what a Romany gypsy is, right? We call them travellers. Live in like large caravans and whatnot, and they travel around and live on the land and all that sort of stuff. What do you call them, rednecks? Yeah. No, she weren't, no. No, because she said I was a tight-fisted prick because I wouldn't do it for free. I said, well, you know, the next time you need help, don't ring me. Simple as that. Did anybody fall asleep or bugger off or what? We've still got people in the chat. What's happening? Oh, I learnt my lesson. But it was my cousin. So, yeah, it's a little bit different when it's family. If people leave donations, because I'm going to be ending in a minute because it's 9:10. Tattoos, break a chain to make a chain. And then I've got chains going all the way around in my skin and jumping out the other end that wrap around a guitar and a rose. And then another guitar that's got Les Paul on it. And then it's got my father's name somewhere on there. And that goes into the skin or something, yeah. And then an angel wing on the other part of my body. Thank you for stopping by. I can't stop crying. Our back's against the wall. Well, looks like we'll come to an ending. Now as I see the friends I thought I'd made, and in this crazy world around, we've outgrown one another. Star maker, dream breaker, soul taker. We're happy now. That one. We're so happy now. Right, I'm off ski. So thank you all very much for your donations. Hope you've got your questions and everything that you needed to know. And I'll see you next